Good Friday morning. Good Friday morning to you. I hope you are planning for a wonderful new day and that you've given thanks and gratitude for just the gift of having breath another day. So, anyway, this morning I wanted to talk about how long does it take? A question that I get a lot as a lifestyle coach specializing in weight loss and energy and peak performance is, Cleedra, how long does it take? How long did it take you to release the weight? How long did it take your client so-and-so to release the weight? And this is what I want to offer to you, that the time that it takes to do an activity, I want to share Parkinson's law with you. Parkinson's law is basically, I believe he was from Britain, and the principle, the basic background of the law is that we will take the amount of time to complete a task that we give to the task. So let me give you a prime example of how you are already living Parkinson's law, and you may not know that that's what you're doing. So I want you to think back to the last vacation that you were excited about going on. I want you to think about it. You have it? And then I want you to think about the day before that vacation. You probably got your house clean, you got everything done at work, you got every phone call, you dotted every I and you crossed every T. Why? Because you had a time frame that was limited of when that flight was going to take off or when that cruise was going to take off, and you knew you had to finish everything in your house and pack your clothes in order to be ready. And that's an example of Parkinson's law. We are already living it. Most of us just don't know that that's Parkinson's law. So I'm sharing that with you to say that when you have that thing like your vacation that is in front of you, and in this example, if it's getting your body in the best shape, if it's taking your finances to another level, then the time that you allow yourself to complete the process of committing to the process is the time that it will take. It's the time that it will take. And which is why I love engineering. You know, I cringe every time someone says, oh, another day that I didn't use any math. No, you use math every single day. But just because, this is a prime example of just because we're not aware of a law doesn't mean that we aren't, being subject to that law. And so how long does it take is how long you'll give it. It's how long you'll give it. You know, I have clients who start in January, and there's the client who is excited at the end of January because she's released 8 pounds, and then there's the client who's disappointed because she wanted to lose more. But fast forward, the client who lost 8 pounds in January and stayed with me and stayed in my coaching, now in this 10th month, she's lost 65 pounds. The client who quit, I've seen the post, she's still struggling with the same 60. Why? Because she gave herself an unlimited amount of time. She didn't say that the day before, like that day before vacation or the day before that trip. A lot of my classmates, I went to North Carolina A&T, and this is the time for the greatest homecoming on earth is this weekend. However, it's just not my priority right now. But my point is, a lot of them, I've seen the posts that I got so much done, I'm tired, I'm on fumes, but I'm making this 8-hour drive. That's Parkinson's law. That's doing whatever it takes. Good morning, Quintos. Good morning, Diane. Good morning. That's doing whatever it takes, but not giving yourself forever to do it. That's Parkinson's law. And a lot of times we prolong the process, especially of releasing weight, when we quit, when we deviate, because every time you deviate, you set yourself back potentially a couple of weeks, potentially a couple of months, depending on how long you stay away from the process that you need to commit to release the weight that you want to commit to. So anyway, I'm saying all this to say that we are 86 days away from the end of this year of 2017, and God willing, we are going to stand into December 31st and count down with his blessings and his grace on 2018. And I just want to know, are you willing to only give yourself those 86 days to get it done? Because if you are, then you want to be in the class that I'm teaching tomorrow called Complete in God. I'm doing it intentionally. I couldn't have thought of this myself. Being Complete in God is going to be on the 7th of October at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for 2017. And it's going to be all about cleansing. And it's going to be about cleansing spiritually, Because this is the thing. In order to have the emotional maturity to handle the discomfort that it takes, again, we do it all the time. You can probably be sleep deprived because I have that event coming up and I don't care if I got to stay up all night and clean my house, pay all my bills, pack my clothes, iron everything, get everything for my kids. We do it when we have that thing, when we give ourselves just that finite amount of time, because we know tomorrow I'm taking that flight. Tomorrow, I'm going to that activity. Tomorrow, the cruise takes off. And it's a wonderful way to live if you know how to use the law for your advantage. However, there takes a level of emotional maturity to handle potentially being in the minority, because a lot of people may not be doing what you're doing, to potentially handle a lot of discomfort, to potentially handle being, turned against by some people that you're like, wow, I thought you were down with me. That happens in this journey as well. My husband and I were talking about last night how we were doing an event and we overheard people talking about us. And, we're just in a season where we're able to say, God bless them. And we know what's happening in the spirit realm, the reason those things are happening. So anyway, it's going to be spiritual cleansing. It's going to be the first half. And then it's going to be talking about physical cleansing. I just went the last 2 days. I haven't had a meal in 48 hours. I did that on purpose because we were at a conference where I really wanted to hear from God. I just know God is doing a major move in my life for the people I'm supposed to serve. It's not just about me. And I don't have all day to do it. I'm totally embracing Parkinson's law. And so the second half is going to be about the practical aspects of cleansing and fasting. Some things only come by fasting and praying. Esther she went into prayer and fasting before she did the mighty work that God had for her. And there's so many examples of how that's what we have to do. There's a cleansing that we have to do in order to position ourselves spiritually, not just willpower, like, oh, I want that, not the hype that everyone has on January 1st, but the spiritual groundedness, the grounding, the root that you need to weather the storms that will inevitably come when you draw the line in the sand to say that this is the direction I'm going. And unless God tells me to stop, I'm not going to stop. When you draw that line, let me tell you, it's going to be a battle, but it's also an amazing victory. So anyway, it's going to be this Saturday on the 7th at 7 p.m., complete in God. So I'm going to put the link in the comment section for you to register, and I look forward to seeing you there. Again, how long will it take? Sometimes as long as you give it. If God has declared and ordained that thing for you and you've prayed about it, what I know is that being in good health is in the word. That's 3 John 1-4. So I know I'm not doing anything that's outside of the word of God. And when you know that what you're trying to do is in alignment with his word, then you can rest in that he will bring it to pass. However, we have to cooperate. All right, so I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And that I see you on Saturday on the call. I'm going to hold on a second and see if Diane says, that's right, Parkinson's law, we live it every day. Absolutely. Diane's an engineer too, so she gets it. We live it every day. And the fact that you don't know it doesn't mean it's not fully operating at all times. So good morning, everyone. So there's a delay here, so I don't see any questions, but I'll post a link for you to join Complete in God, a full class on spiritual and physical cleansing. So I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful new day, and don't take forever to do it. All right, talk to you later. Bye.